Good morning, my people. My name is Chief Strumblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite most citizen. I am the diaspora machismo. My people, it have been another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American? My people, all in all, it has been another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. My people, the Most High God is smiling on me today. After 2 days of constant drizzle rain, the Most High have graced me with the beauty, warmth, and glory of the sunshine, and I am enjoying this beautiful sunshine. As you know, when I finished protesting, and when I brought you something as it pertains to my protest, it is always my delight to bring you something of a social nature from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My people, there are so much things that I can talk about right here. But what I want to do, I want to clear the air about a video I did a while ago. When I was speaking about my experiences, I spoke about Mr. Osbourne Quow, who was superintendent at the time, who rose through the ranks and become commissioner of police. When I said Osbourne Quow was a bad man, it does not mean that he was an evil man. It just means that he was feared because he was a stern disciplinarian. Lest anyone get me wrong and think that Osbourne Quow was an evil guy. Osbourne Quow understood his role as a superintendent in that era. And his role was to maintain the discipline of the organization, because there was not much people who has the strength, the stamina, and the demeanor like he did, who was able to command the respect even of his peers and his rank, as well as the respect of the lower ranks. Mr. Quow understood, and he acted in a manner that struggled between discipline and abuse. Sometimes he got it wrong, but most of the time he got it right. For example, there were some people who I thought were being taken advantage of. But when I get to evaluate the situation a little closer, these were people who were sporadic and very impulsive. And Mr. Quow knew that if he don't keep a steady rein on these people, they have the potential to bring dishonor to themselves and dishonor to the organization which he have dedicated all of his life to. And then there were people who I thought he was very unreasonable with. But there is a lot of information that I did not know about those people's story as it relates to their relationship with the organization. All I saw was what is being handed out and meted out, and it seems to be very one-sided. But then again, there is always two sides of the coins. I told you what I tell you about Mr. Quow, but it does not mean that me and Mr. Quow, I do not respect Mr. Quow and the things that he have done. I have tremendous respect for Mr. Osbourne Quow. One of the things he always said, do what is right and fear no man. And that morning, when I confronted him, those were the same words he told me. Do what is right and fear no man. Myself and Osbourne Quow had a fairly good professional relationship. He knew I was not afraid of him, and he accepted and appreciated that. Let me give you one example. One time we were on eradication, and while we were just hanging out there preparing to go on whatever mission we had to go on, the internal politics came up, and I said that William Harry, I didn't have to say it, I said publicly, it was my views, will make a better commissioner than Mr. Osbourne Quow. And as usual, the word got back to Osbourne Quow. When we was in a general meeting one time, Mr. Osbourne Quow was hosting the meeting. And he saw me, and he asked me particularly, he said, "Where is Mr. Palmer? Is Palmer here? Is Palmer here?" I said, "Yeah, Palmer's here." I put up my hands, he said, "Palmer, don't think I ain't hear what you say now. I hear what you say. You say Mr. Harry would make a better commissioner than I am." I said, "Yeah, Mr. Quow, I suspect you will hear about it because I didn't speak it in secret. I speak it in an open forum." He says, I know. But I just wanted to know that you heard what he said." And that was basically what happened. And then he said something to the effect, "Well, I am commissioner now, and I will show you what I can do. And when Harry gets his chance, let Harry show you what he can do." But one thing I could say with Mr. Quow, you don't have to guess about what you're going to get with him, because he was a man of his words. He said what he mean, and he meant what he said. Unlike Mr. Harry, on the other hand, Mr. Harry was not as straightforward as Mr. Quow. So when you're dealing with Mr. Harry, you have to always be guessing. Is he planning something behind my back that I don't know about? And very often he was. But Mr. Quow, on the other hand, he will come to you and he'll tell you like it is, whether you like it or not. But you must maintain the discipline of the organization. There were times when Mr. Quow was speaking to me, and it would be foolish for me to start an argument, because I understand the relationship that we have. Because in some cases, to start an argument or to answer back or to speak out of turn will be insubordinate actions, right? We had to respect his position. We had to respect his rank. But if you are a strong person like I am, he also respects you and deal with you on your merit. So he was not all bad. He was a very serious disciplinarian, and the organization needed him, because had it not been for Mr. Quow, the discipline of the service would have gone down the drain a long time. When Ralph Gonsalves started promoting people like Miller and Crocus Charles and Colin John and the other people that he promoted who did not understand their duties or their role, who wanted to be favored by the men rather than to be their manager, it is because of Mr. Quow why the level of discipline have not yet been totally eroded. So Mr. Osbourne Quow had his place. He did his part. He plays his role. And he ensured that the organization that we give our service to, that we love so much, still have a semblance of discipline today. So when I give the story, it was not throwing shade on Mr. Osbourne Quow, but it was just sharing with you an encounter that I had with him, and that encounter was to serve a particular purpose, and it served its purpose. But I respect and love Mr. Quow dearly. He is an honorable man. He is a decent man. There are things that he did that I didn't support, but I respect them anyway, because he didn't run around the block or hide behind a fence and send someone to do it. He came, he tell you what he was going to do, and he did as he said. My name is Chief Strongblood. I'm St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora matriz.